Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, CYAN.
See, I was right. The machines are going hostile because of, like, we keep hunting them.
I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain.
That were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, CYAN. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to
You meant a lot to Ourea.
Once I understood Ourea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Ourea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, CYAN. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Ourea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project facilities. From my readings and Ourea's descriptions, It seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, CYAN. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Well, at least somebody read them. Other than me.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
CYAN, do you know the name Ted Pharaoh?
Are you
Such a
referring
piece
to
of shit.
Theodore Pharaoh, CEO of Pharaoh Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Pharaoh was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Pharaoh spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one.
Well, he did save it from humanity temporarily.
Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, CYAN.
That is true. I was created at a turning point, a concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So, there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced, and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Aurea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
In truth, I wanted to just tell them the truth. Like, the Banuk spiritual thing is pretty good. Like, their religion's pretty good, but it is still not exactly perfect. Like, it does cause problems.
You have to tell them you were made by the Old Ones. That you're not any kind of spirit. It's the only way they can start to learn about how things really are.
I see. Do you believe that I misled Aurea?
No. Not in any way that mattered.
She perished believing she was preserving the blue light. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, CYAN. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
CYAN, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, CYAN. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, CYAN. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, CYAN. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. Enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, CYAN. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, CYAN. As long as you need.
Yeah, we're missing a file. No, I'm missing 2 files.
Hello, Aloy. Shall we pick up from our previous session?
Sure, CYAN.
Is there actually anything new? No.
Thanks for the talk, CYAN.
I continue to enjoy our conversations, Aloy.
Cauldron. Maybe we have to go back to the cauldron. Because I need that knowledge.
Think of summer sun. Burning through the trees.
My chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes, and I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. If only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that CYAN said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Alright, I guess that we have to hunt some fire claws as well.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste
A
of
mom!
Firebreak, CYAN, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too.
There we are.
Unleashed them on the world. His minds are their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Well, hopefully we got enough power now to be able to actually clear the thing. But we have to... Looks like we got another side quest though, to kill all the fire claws. There might be more parts to this quest though. And if there are, it's going to be difficult. I didn't pay attention to how long I have for this quest either. Need that damage though. honestly, we'll hunt down the claws.
Easy, easy.
Maybe grab like Gleam if they're near them. Hunt down the claws, complete this trial, and then finish it. I'm really looking forward to the next game though. But yeah, we got like 6 parts of Gaia. No, 5 parts, because one of them like literally got purged. I suppose technically if it might have got purged of all its data, but it might still work as a thing. Where the fuck is the Gleam? Why can't I pick up air? There we are, there's the Gleam.
Snap this blue gleam off carefully. There.
The fuck? You also need to hand in that quest, I suppose. Suppose I gotta be careful not to detonate it while the thing's close to it, or else it will cause it to become uncorrupted. Oh, fucking Scorcher. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I missed! Fuck's sake. But we have to go back.
Keep that for later.
Gotta find that Ravager. There it is. So guys, press F to pay respect to a Skuru, the powerful Ravager that helped us slay that thing. Without her, we wouldn't have stood a chance. A Skuru was very helpful, and it's so sad that she wasn't strong enough to survive. But she did serve her. Goodbye, Grizzly. The world's last grizzly bear died. Today we how ironic that like the note thing is literally about something dying, and I was just doing like a death speech for that thing that we hacked. Last bear died in Yellowstone Park. Was followed by vital infection. DNA samples were taken from both the bears during the stay at Leakenhart Zoo, but the effort to clone them has proven unsuccessful. Zookeepers retained the pair in severe mumps. Conservation efforts at the turn of the century meant that some of the restoration of the bears meant they were delisted from endangered in United States Department, but diminishing food supply shortened the hibernation periods, numbers dwindled, and rapidly died off. Grizzly joined the ever-growing list of North American species gone extinct alongside the cougar and the data expunged. So we're gonna clear this trial. I feel like there's probably gonna be one more video. I don't think I'm gonna get this done in time. So there's probably gonna be another video after this one, because I doubt.
The best hunters are the chieftains only learn the
Let's
best
do
of
this.
them. It begins after we'll need a moment to
Okay, so first things first, slide down. Game, why didn't you? It failed to load properly, I guess. Or possibly you just can't hack it. Which, if that's the case, we're fucked. We're actually fucked if that's impossible to hack. How long do we have, though? 4 minutes. Nope, it's not possible to hack. I need a way to separate them. Wait, I have a way to separate them. No, I don't. Yes, I do, kind of. This is going to be extremely difficult just because of this fucking starting part. Crap. I need a way to deal damage. I just don't know a way to deal damage, which is the problem. Alright, so we're gonna ballista bind one of them at the beginning. Alright, we do a stealth attack on the first one, ballista bind it, fight the other one, so we're only fighting one at a time because it's fucking bullshit that it forces you to fight two of these. Like, honestly, fighting two fucking Thundermaws would be easier than this. The weapon just takes too long to charge. I need to use a different weapon. Okay, so we can't use that weapon. It's just too fucking slow. So we need to get the weak point up, and then I don't know what the fuck we need to do after that. I'm gonna have to abandon it just so I can, you know, actually keep my weapon out, because it's fucking bullshit that I have to like swap out the weapon every single time because of bad game design. So I guess we blast them and then we have to shoot them quickly with arrows.
You got determination.
I just wish that this wasn't so difficult.
We'll need
Like, what do I do to deal damage to them? Like, what can I deal damage to them with? I can't deal damage, that's the problem! I don't know what to do against these! Like, there's no weapon I have which deals enough damage! In a short enough period of time. I need a rapid-fire weapon that can deal damage to them. Like, there's no weapon that I have that Wait, there is a weapon. one weapon that can deal enough damage. But it won't deal enough damage though. Like, it doesn't really deal damage, it just deals frost. I guess we'll just use the blaster. Like, this might be enough to blast away the corruption in it. We'll just have to hope, I guess. Wait, why does it say failed? Mate, usually when I die it just restarts it. Why is this one...
There. The chief will learn Tibet. We'll need...
Let's just hope this is enough damage to just destroy them.
Shouldn't use my weapons up here.
But I should. Ah, shit. I need a different weapon. I need the fire blaster for the frost cores. Where the fuck do I need to go? The literal running makes this take so much longer. easy. Like I said, the first enemies are the only one that's difficult in that trial. Like, every other enemy, fucking piss easy. Like, Bellowbacks, fucking Joe. And I literally just threw the fucking trial, didn't I? I just threw the fucking trial, didn't I? Because I always forget the way back. I do not want to have to do that again. Maybe I'll just, like, say that it's complete even if it isn't.
You took first place by the throat. Before you, it was unheard of for an Outlander to perform so well.
We did it, guys.
No more trials. Not yet.
You can always come back.
The Trial of the Crusader. Like, next game I'll make sure to get all of the data things. Like, because it's coming out so soon, I can't really be bothered to...
Heard about it. It's Aratok.
What's our talk? Ah, wait. Who's our talk?
Fire claws. This is gonna be tough.
Oh, Aratok's the guy. Yeah.
I can help with those.
We have to stop meeting like this.
We will. When these are driven from our land.
One of the fire claws from Thunderstruck.
No, two of them. Fuck. I thought it would be done, that one. I don't see where the area is! Damn, that leg soaked everything. What's happening? I don't even know what's happening anymore. Broken, but it's not showing as broken, so it's not dealing damage to it. Yeah, I should just burn away. Oh shit, he's attacking after death? just immune that, yeah. Oh my fucking god, why me? I don't have time. It's gonna overtime really soon.